You know, life can take some strange turns, and mine certainly did when I joined that community for healthier habits. There was this guy named Adam, a seemingly nice fellow. I had some sleep problems, and he recommended this incense called aromatica to me, claiming it worked wonders for a good night's sleep. Now, the thing was, I couldn't find any information about this incense online, which got me thinking that maybe it was some sort of hidden gem, a secret remedy only known to a selected few. So I took it home and placed it by my bed, and the room filled with this soothing aroma. For a while, it seemed like this incense was working its magic. I was getting better sleep, feeling more energized in the morning. I was so grateful for Adam's suggestion that I wanted to reach out and thank him. But when I tried to find him in our community's WhatsApp group, he had mysteriously left. As days passed, that sweet aroma started getting a bit overpowering, even when I hadn't lit the incense. It was as if it had a life of its own, filling my apartment with a deep, intense smell. I started to consider tossing it out when things began to take a dark turn. One day, I met up with friends at a coffee shop after work, but when it was time to leave, I completely blanked on where I had parked my car. This was strange because I've always prided myself on having a sharp memory. As days went by, my memory slips extended beyond car keys and parked cars. I forgot simple things like what I'd eaten the previous night and my passwords. It was like I was becoming a different person, an alien in my own life. One day, after I had just left my house to go to work, I realized that I'd forgotten my handbag at home. It was bizarre, but what unnerved me more was this guy in a hoodie watching me from across the street. When he realized I'd spotted him, he quickly turned and walked away. That lingering feeling of unease stayed with me. Later, in the parking lot after work, I saw him again. My memory might have been slipping, but this figure felt different. I sensed bad intentions. I tried to approach him and he suddenly took off, running down a deserted street. I chased him, and when I caught up to him, I saw him burning an incense in his hand. I was about to ask him what was going on when it hit me. This was Adam, the same guy from the health community who'd given me that strange incense. Just as I was about to say something, he blew a massive cloud of vapor from the incense in my face, and I blacked out. When I came to, I was inside a glass enclosure in what seemed like a laboratory, and the place was filled with that same incense vapor. I had to breathe it in. There was no escape. I remained there for days, in a hazy, confused state. It was consuming me day by day, not being able to remember anything about my life. I couldn't remember who I was or how I had ended up in this nightmare. Adam was watching me every day cautiously. He looked like he was waiting for something to happen, but I didn't know what. Finally, the cavalry arrived. Police officers stormed the laboratory, rescued me, and rushed me to the hospital. It took a while, but as I breathed in normal air, my memories began to return, and I started feeling like myself again. That's when the whole horrifying truth came to light. Adam had devised a sinister plan. He had created this incense using chemical substances and had given it to me with the intention of erasing my memories and turning me into a pawn for his criminal schemes, all so he could make money. I felt incredibly fortunate to have escaped that nightmare and to have my life and memories back, but it was a chilling experience that I would never forget.